Yeah, I mean, opening games in general, there's a lot of unknowns just because, from year to year, you don't know what scheme changes based on personnel or philosophy people may have. But when you have a new staff, you really don't know because, yeah, I'm sure Coach Baldwin carried over a lot of what they did at Eastern Washington, but his whole offensive staff, I'm sure, has some input. So will it be exactly the same? I would doubt it. So we're trying to prepare for a wide range of things.
How much do you look at Cal tape, even though I know they ran the air raid, just to kind of look at personnel?
Well, we definitely looked at personnel, just in terms of who was who and what type of matchups we were looking at. And so, I mean, that was part of it. Not necessarily from a scheme perspective, but just from a skill set, from each player. So that was definitely part of our evaluation.
Did you or any of the defensive coaches have any experience going up against Coach Baldwin in the past?
Not that I'm aware of, no. None of us that hasn't came out, at least in any of our discussions. And none of us have.
Larry made mention the other day, reference to last year you had to prepare for a new staff as well. Does that kind of help, knowing you've already gone through that once before for an opener against a team with a Power 5 caliber team?
Yeah, I mean, we've been through that. It's not something that's unfamiliar to me. I remember I think it was 2012, the offensive coordinator at Southern Miss, after Coach Fedora, left there, the offensive coordinator was the guy that had coached high school previously. And so we're watching high school tape, and you don't have great angles, and you don't have great camera views, and I have a limited amount of games. So I mean, you got to do what you got to do to get ready and try to find out all the information. But we've been through this before. It's not something that's new. Uncertainty does, make you very thorough sometimes as a coach in terms of preparation. But we've been through it, and we'll be able to handle it.
How beneficial is it having such veteran guys on your roster to be able to handle the adjustments that are inevitable?
Well, that's big. I mean, it really, for the most part, every guy that will be playing a considerable amount of reps has played a lot of football for us. So we can use that banked experience and that banked knowledge to be able to hopefully be able to make some adjustments, because we're going to have to during the course of the game.
The guy they named the starter at quarterback, he played one series last season.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go so far back as to actually look at him from high school to maybe see tendencies or arm
Yeah, I
strength?
mean, we've gotten pretty familiar with him. Really, when we were not sure who the quarterback was, we had watched all three of them. At whatever we could have, spring games and anything from a year before and some high school stuff. So we try to get a feel for it the best we can and be able to go from there.